Hello, friends. This is Alex Miller, and I'm with McMahon on keys.
A cool jelly roll.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I know. I'd love to meet him.
He's about the most approachable guy. I mean, he just...
That doesn't surprise me. He seems very approachable.
He is what he is.
Yeah. Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, we're ready. I'm just sitting here listening to y'all talk about Jelly Roll and
yeah,
all the star sightings that y'all have been making and all the things. So
yes,
Maddie True.
Yay,
Alex Miller.
I'm glad to be. How y'all doing? Long time since Omaha.
I was gonna say it's been a minute since Omaha.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome to McMahon on Keys.
Yes.
We've come a long way.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
We met on the plane, or did we meet on the plane?
Yeah,
you kind of put it together that we were going to the same event.
Place.
I didn't know, but he came up to me. He's like, "Are you doing this thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing this thing." So we just kind of clicked onto each other because we were the only two people that knew each other and a sea of people because we were going to Omaha with Helping a Hero.
That's exactly right, yeah.
And Lee Greenwood.
Yeah.
So you are more, I've done a few things with Helping a Hero, but you're really in it. So tell us about it. I mean, I'll let you.
Sure. Helping a Hero is an organization that builds homes for veterans that have, fought in conflicts, lost limbs, things like that. So whenever they came to me about trying to help veterans, I'm in what better thing to do for our country than to do that.
Right.
So whenever they reached out to me, I said, anything I can do to help you. And so the first thing I did was this, it was in Huntsville, Alabama. It was a Lee Greenwood tribute show. And so I got to go down and be a part of that. And I met all the folks with Helping Hero, and they'll take me to do the national anthem different places and things like that. And I really like what they're doing. There's some organizations sometimes you don't know what they're doing, but with them you can actually see it happening. You can see them build the homes because that's where they do their events, is actually where they build the houses. So I just love what they're doing. I love their organization, and anything I can do to help our veterans in this country is the least I can do.
I do too. Yeah, and as an artist, being in that setting and being asked, I did America the Beautiful, and just looking at all these soldiers, it's like I had so much respect. It's just a different air, and it's an honor to sing a patriotic song for people that are going through that. And so anyways, but yeah, it was a great trip, talking to the soldiers in the lobby and everything, and getting to be that close with Lee Greenwood is fun, right?
Yeah. He's an icon. So being from me to you to him and just getting to know him was definitely an honor.
Now, I can't say I'm a huge fan of being that close to a bald eagle, but
yeah, bald eagle's wild.
That bald eagle is everywhere we go.
Yeah,
and his name is Challenger, and he's beautiful, but he's huge. And the girl who holds him has started cracking jokes with me because she knows funny. I'm not okay.
That big old eagle, he tries to take off from her sometimes. It's like no, you can have that job.
Yeah. But no, it's a fun gig. It's a fun setup, and I'm glad we got to hang out in Omaha and stuff.
That was fun.
So what? Okay, so tell us what you've been doing since. What we got?
Well, I'm always playing shows, seems like, which is a blessing for me. That's what I love to do, is go out and perform. And so I've been picking, grinning, and I've got some shows coming up here in March, April, and things, and booking out for the rest of the year.
Nice.
As far as music, I've got a brand new record that's coming April the 12th, and it's a record that the fans really kind of wanted. I do a song on my live shows called "My Daddy's Dad," and it's a tribute to my granddad. My granddad was not a great musician. He just was a great guy and a country music lover, and I think there's a lot of grandpas out there like that. So I wanted to do a song that was about him and just kind of let my audience get to know him a little bit.
Yeah.
And so that's why I wrote the song, and that's why I recorded the song. And I know if he was here, that he'd love the song and love what direction we've took it.
Oh, I'm sure. I know.
Now, when you say you're doing that for the audience, I've seen you perform, when you did that event, but I've not yet gotten to see you do what would be your full
show.
Yeah, the Alex show. So, when you say you're doing that for them, how does that reflect your relationship with your audience? What is that? How do you communicate to them? And I mean, are they communicating to you via socials? Do you share stuff about your family with them?
Oh yeah.
How is that a part of that?
When you're an Alex Miller fan, it's you get to know me, because whether I'm sitting here with you all or sitting at a table with a bunch of strangers, I'm still going to be myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I want my audience to gravitate towards. I'm just myself. I really, there ain't no shade about me. Except that I'm tall. But I wanted to do this song because we do it at our live shows, like I said.
Okay.
And so we do it at the live shows, and people are always requesting, I love that song about your granddad. How can I get it? How can I listen to it? How can I get this record? And whenever people are asking for something, you kind of need to give it to them, is the way I look at it. It's wasted potential. So I wanted to get this out as quick as I could and get it to the folks that wanted to hear it. And I think it'll do pretty good for me.
Well, and as musicians, we love to know that things connect.
Yeah. And when you have that connection, you've got to do things. That's why I think the song was going to do just great things for me. Putting Up Hay's been great. It's been a good single for me, but I think this one will blow it out of the water. And because it is just my granddaddy in a song. It's just a song about a country music lover, like all the fans are.
Right.
And I think it'll really connect with people. I've had people every time I've done it. I've seen people in the audience crying and stuff, and that's all things say, but that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good sign, but what you just said was you think it will connect with people.
Yeah.
You've recorded it because it has connected with people.
Exactly.
And that's the thing where, as artists, I try to encourage people to remember, and I try to remember myself, which is sometimes we don't choose what's going to connect.
No.
Sometimes we find out that, I thought that was just something I was going to do for fun or this or that, and all of a sudden somebody else pulls something out of it that you're left going, oh, that's the one you want me to record. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just that they're demanding it, it's that you've connected with people in a way that they want to stay connected, and that's a tool to do that.
Exactly. The thing that got me like, well, we got to record this song. I had a lady come up to me and said, crying, tears coming out of her eyes. She said, this reminds me so much of my granddad, and this is, you've got to, where can I get the song? And having to tell somebody, well, you can't listen to this, because I know she'd go home and listen to that and think about her granddad, or think about people in her family. So it's me not helping people by keeping the song to myself.
Right. Yeah. Now, will that be a part of a larger project, or are we dropping that as a single?
This will be the EP. So it's a 5-song EP. So we had stuff already in the can, and so I thought, well, just might as well make it another EP. We just, of course, released one called Country. So following up with another EP, we just want to get this music out there to people.
Right.
And so it's a 5-song EP. We called it, the name of the EP is My Daddy's Dad. That's the song.
Oh, wow.
So it's a title track and the EP title.
No,
so that won't get confusing. But it's a great record, and that's why I named it Daddy's Dad, because I think it's the song that people will gravitate towards the most.
Okay. So do you have, weather's changing, summer plans. Do you have a plan to kind of use that as a launch for some
radio tour
dates,
kind of stuff?
Well, radio tour or performances.
Yeah, what we're kind of trying to do is trying to figure out what we're going to do tour-wise this year. We're getting quite a few dates in, so that's very promising. We hit the fair circuits pretty hard and
I was
heavy.
going to say, is it still going to be fairs?
Yes.
Or?
So we love doing the fair circuits because those are my people, man. They just out there have a good time, and that's mostly what my show is. This song is kind of a little bit of a departure from my usual show, and what I even do in my live shows, I just do it by myself.
Right.
Because I think that's the most intimate way to do the song. But most of my shows are pretty like traditional country, rowdy, honky-tonk music, and that's what them fair people love. So doing the fair circuit is definitely what I love. I'd love to get into some more theater stuff. So if you're a theater out there, look me up. But that's kind of my goal, is to kind of maybe do some more acoustic things, not full band stuff, but maybe a guitar player and a bass player and stuff like that.
So you can get your steel out.
Well, yeah, and I play my steel in my live shows. So,
I was going to say, we got to mention the steel.
The steel is a big part of the show now.
I would think you play everything in your live show at one point or another.
Yeah, I always try to show my musicians off, because I have great players, and there's nothing better than letting a musician kind of have their moment in my show. And I always try to do that, whether it's my drummer or my bass player. I even let them have a segment in the show.
Right.
So
that's good.
We just have a good time. If I had to describe my show, it's like George Strait meets Kiss, if that makes any sense.
Okay. No.
Well,
my first visual involved makeup.
I don't have the
George,
I ain't got the
Just
makeup.
go straight to Kiss.
No, we'll just do that.
Okay.
Well, we definitely want everybody to be able to find the
Sure.
EP.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Feel like I was stuttering. We want them to find that, all the tour dates. So make sure everybody knows where to find you, how to track you down.
Absolutely. I'm like Flyer. I get everywhere. So I'm on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, all that good stuff, Amazon Music. At Alex Miller, you can find me there. Or on social media, look me up at A Miller Music. I'm all over the social media stuff, TikTok, Facebook. It's the same handle for all of them. It's A Miller Music. Or if you want to go to the main hub for all of it, go to alexmillercountry.com. That's my website. And I think I've sold my cars enough there. So that's the best way to end that, I believe.
Man, it's so good to see you again.
You too, Jeb.
Thanks for coming
Been a
by.
pleasure. Been a pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of your CRS.
I certainly will, and I hope y'all do as well. It's good to catch up with old friends.
Thank you, brother. For more clips from CRS, click the top button. And if you're interested in full episodes of the McMahon on Keys podcast, including live performances with our guests, click the bottom button. Until next time, this is McMahon on Keys.